We have a customer, Jackie Collins, that we service a pool for once per week, and we charge on a per visit basis, but we charge in advance for service. For example, when we bill at the end of July, we're actually billing for service that we will be providing in August. So we want to automate this process so that the system automatically generates these charges and adds them to her account before we do her billing. So how do we set this up in Hydroscribe? Well, before you do that, the first thing you need to do is to go to her account. So we're going to click on Accounts, Manage Customer Accounts, and we're going to find her in the list. Click on it, and then we're going to go into her account. So we're going to click the green Edit button, and then we're going to scroll down and look in the service charge fields, because we want to make sure that it's either blank or it has zeros in it. We do not want to put a charge in here, because if we do, she'll be charged both for this and the automated charges that we're going to be setting up in just a few minutes. The second thing that we're going to do is we're going to show optional info so that we can see the other fields on the screen, and we're going to make sure that the field that's set charge for each visit is set to no. The purpose for this field is if you're manually charging the customer each time you visit their pool, then you would set this field to yes. Then the charges would be added one at a time. But we're automating this process, so we want to turn all of this off. So now that I've verified that they're all correct, we're going to get out of the customer's account, and now we're going to go to Financials. We're going to scroll down to Customer Operations, and there you'll see Recurring Pre-Billed Charges. Now remember, these are only charges that are going to be applied for weekly or bi-weekly service, and they're going to be pre-billed. So you're billing for service you're delivering in the following month. These are different from the recurring charges that you're going to find in invoices, which are not pre-billed. So let's go ahead and click on Recurring Pre-Billed Charges, and it'll bring up a list of any ones that we already have out there. So we'll go ahead and click the green Add button, and it brings up the Add Recurring Pre-Billed Charges screen. If I want to apply the charge to all my customers, then I would leave the customer ID and the pool ID fields blank and fill in the rest. But I only want to apply it to one customer, so I'm going to click on the list icon and select the customer from the list. And there, I've selected the customer. The next thing to do is to apply the charge to a specific start date. So I'm going to click on this. Now, remember I said we're pre-billing. So at the end of this month, we're actually going to be billing for service in August. So I'm going to click over to August, because I want the date of the service charge to be reflected for only the dates in which I'm giving service. Since we service this pool on a Wednesday, I'm going to select the first Wednesday in August as the first bill date. The system will automatically apply a charge for each week in that month where there's a Wednesday. For example, in the month of August, there are actually 5 Wednesdays, so the system is going to apply 5 individual charges to this person's account at the end of the month. So I only have to select the first occurrence, so which is August 3rd. Okay, since we will be applying a charge weekly because we service the pool weekly, we'll leave the frequency as weekly. The other choice would have been bi-weekly, which is every 2 weeks. Okay, I'm going to be charging $43, for example, and I've set up a list of the service names, and I'm going to select Full Chem Treatment. The next thing is, do I want to apply sales tax? Well, since this is a labor charge, I won't be applying any sales tax, so I will leave it no. If you are in a state where you charge sales tax on labor, you can go ahead and select yes. So I click the submit button to add this charge. And now I can go verify that the charge is there. Full chem treatment. And there it is, $43. Now remember, this is a recurring charge. So you only set this up once. From this point on, the system will automatically create those charges and apply them to the account. And the charges are applied on the 15th of the month. So on the 16th of the month, you should be able to go into the customer's account and verify that the charges are there. If you were to go into the customer's account right now, you would not see those charges. So let's do that. Let's go to the customer's account. So I'm going to click on Accounts, Manage Customer Accounts. And I'm going to select her from the list. And I'm going to scroll down to Customer Charges. And you'll notice that there are no customer charges out there because, like I said, the charges are going to be submitted on the 15th, the night of the 15th of the month, and then on the 16th of the month you will be able to see the charges in the customer's account. Anyway, this is how you assign a pre-billed charge to a customer that is charged on a per visit basis.